Do you remember how did we prove mean value theorem, Lagrange mean value theorem, Cauchy mean value theorem? How did we prove that? We used our Rolle's theorem, correct? Rolle's theorem was always there to help us. Just we have to decide a function such that it should satisfy Rolle's theorem. That's it. Okay. Correct. So let us again try to decide a function which can satisfy my Rolle's theorem, and I can then do something. I can think about something. So first thing, I need to decide a function on which the Rolle's theorem is satisfied. Okay. I'm going to define it. Define a function say f of t equal to say f of t plus summation k equal to 1 to n x minus t raised to k upon k factorial. This is your fixed part, f kth derivative at t, plus some constant m into say x minus t raised to n plus 1, where m I have to choose such that my Rolle's theorem condition should satisfy. In this case, where I will decide where m is chosen such that, like in the case of Cauchy mean value theorem, such that f of what was the point I had taken, this was x naught, no? So f of p and f of x should be same, such that f of p is same as f of x, and that is of course same as f of x. Do you see what I am thinking? To take my interval, I'd like to take my interval either p comma x, something like this, and I would like to apply my Rolle's theorem. First of all, let us check whether these two things are clearer. Forget about this one now. Just think about this. Capital F of p same as capital F of x. Can you get the value of m? By substituting, you just have to get the value of m. Can you do that? That is easy. You just put it here, it will be f of p and so on, and here. See, if you put at x, f of x, this will go away. I'll be just having f of x. So it is quite clear to see your capital M. Can you see it? Just put the value and try to find capital M. The same thing we have already done for Cauchy mean value theorem and other people. See, what you should do, you should find f of p. What is the f of p? You should find what f of x and try to equate them and get the value of m. What is your f of x? Do you see? Capital F of x, if you put x, you'll be getting f of x. Other people, these two people are gone. And what about this one? F of p will be at the place of t, I'll be having p, that's it. So this will be f of p plus summation k equal to 1 to n x minus p raised to k divided by k factorial into f kth derivative p plus m into x minus p raised to n plus 1. From here, can you calculate m? Can you get the value of m? Since you are given f of p equal to f of x. Can you calculate your m? Can you see it? You just have to divide this thing. m को एक साइड रखो, इसको उधर भेजो. You just have to divide it. What maybe I'll try to write it. You just check whether you get the same thing. 1 upon x minus p raised to n plus 1. This will be here, and in this I'll be having something f of x minus f of p and minus that summation part. Yes, k equal to 1 to n x minus x naught raised to k upon k factorial, and f kth derivative at x naught. F kth derivative at, it is x naught, huh? Yeah. Can you see it? Are you getting the same thing? Sorry, x naught कहाँ पे लिख दिया मैंने? It should be p. I'm sorry. This is p. This is because of teaching to the same thing in different class. In TYVSC also this is there. So you are having f of x minus f of p minus this x minus p raised to k upon k factorial f kth derivative at p. Is that clear? Do you agree with this? Just check why equating you are getting the same thing or not. Yeah, take your time and think about it whether you are getting the same thing or not. If you are getting, then we can think about it now. Yeah, is that okay? Shall we go ahead? Yeah. Okay. Now try to see where does this point x and p lie in the interval a and b. Your function is in the interval a and b. Your x and p lie inside this, correct? So you may take something like this. That is one thing you need you know that x is not equal to p. This x is not equal to p. So either x comma p or p comma x. I don't know who is bigger. Either x comma p or p comma x. Correct? What do you know about them? They lies inside interval AB. Do you agree? I don't know x बड़ा है कि p बड़ा है. I just know कि they completely lie inside AB. What do you know about the interval AB? Your function is continuous, differentiable. So can you talk about capital F also? Since I can talk, since x and p are points of an interval, what can I say clearly? Can I say f is continuous on the interval AB? On the interval, either you write AB or you write x comma x naught or x naught comma x. I don't care because I'll be needing just derivative part. So f is continuous on AB and it is differentiable. It is differentiable where? On open interval AB. And also you are given f of x is same as f of p. Can I use my Rolle's theorem now? Do you see all the three conditions are satisfied of Rolle's theorem? By Rolle's theorem applied to interval, कौन सा interval पे? Applied to interval, either you say x comma p or p comma x. I don't care. What do you know? Rolle's theorem क्या बोलता है? There will exist a point C such that f dash of C will be 0, correct? By Rolle's theorem, you can say there exists a point C which belongs to interval AB. That C will be definitely either in this or in this, but they are in the interval AB, no? Correct? They are contained in AB only, so I don't care. I'll just write point C belongs to AB. Okay, such that f dash of C is 0. Such that f dash of C is 0. If you put f dash of c is 0, do you see the Taylor's theorem क्या बोलता था? You need to find a c such that something should happen. Read the statement. यहाँ तक तो assumption था there exists point C. You have to get the existence of point C, and you got that point C from Rolle's theorem. Now you just have to see that whether you are getting the same thing. So that f dash of C is 0. What is f of x and उसका derivative देखो. This is your f of x. इसका derivative क्या आएगा? What is the derivative of this? Try to see what is the derivative. This guy will become n plus 1th derivative. Can you find the derivative? Or if you don't like this way to finding derivative, you write the expand form. That is write first what is f of x and try to see the derivative then. Go slow. Write your function f of x. What is that? That is f of x plus, and remember one thing, you already know what is your m. Summation k equal to 1 to n f kth derivative at t x minus t raised to k upon k factorial. This is the term plus m times x minus t raised to n plus 1. This is what you are having. You need to find derivative of that. F dash of x. क्या आएगा f dash of x? Yes, here it will be f dash of x. This part, this will be f dash of x, and here you have to use u into v rule, correct? But in the summation, that is for all terms. So I can write it like this: summation summation. If you apply, what will you get? Let us see. Keep this side ऐसे, इसका डेरिवेटिव लिया तो क्या आएगा? k into just derivative, simple. And remember one thing, with respect to t I am differentiating. This is x minus t, so I will have to multiply minus 1 in that. That is f kth derivative t upon k factorial. This is as it is. I will be having k into x minus t raised to. This is actually quite simple part. I do not wanted to do this, but still, if you feel some issue, then I am doing it for you guys. F k plus 1. This is just a derivative, and we will get that. And this part will be as it is, and upon k factorial. ये हो गया. And what about the last term? Here it will be m into n plus 1 multiplied by what? Multiplied by x minus t raised to n into minus 1. Correct? What do you see? What are you getting? Do you see something will get cancelled after some time? In this bracket actually. In this bracket. Some terms will get cancelled. If you still do not see, try to expand this summation. Put the value of summation, try to see. It is something like a telescopic series, you can say. Some term will get cancelled and you will be remaining with some only few terms actually. If you don't see still now, you just try to expand this bracket and then see. See f dash of f of x plus, if you put k equal to 1, what do you see? What you are getting? You will be getting minus something, no? Let us do one part. Minus, अगर यहाँ पे k equal to 1 put किया तो it will be f first derivative at t or yeah and even I think this is also wait, I made some mistake. I think I am differentiating with respect to t. I'm sorry, I wrote here x. I'm differentiating with respect to t. This is t, this is t. Yeah. So this is f dash of t and this is perfect. So what will be the first term k equal to 1 put किया तो this will be f dash of t and upon 1 factorial and this is what k equal to 0 1 put किया तो ये part 0 हो गया ना and you will be just remaining only these two terms correct plus ये क्या आएगा it will be f second derivative at t upon 2 factorial into x minus t raised to 1 but if you see k equal to अगर 2 put किया ना तो this term will be this one and that will get cancelled again you see अगर k equal to 2 put किया तो क्या मिलेगा देखो this will be f second derivative which is same here also upon 2 factorial into this will be wait did I wrote something wrong on k factorial oh yeah upon k factorial no? So this is k plus 1 but this would be 1 factorial try to see it once again if you put at the place of k if you put k equal to 1 then here you will be having 1 factorial I wrote 2 factorial I'm sorry for that here it will be 1 factorial now if you put k equal to 2 here you will say this first term this is same as this second term of this one and so on everybody will get cancelled I'll be remaining only with the last term can you see it or maybe I'll just keep this for you think about it do it by yourself and think whether you are getting everybody is getting cancelled you will be remaining only with the last term see this term is getting cancelled with this one this term will be cancelled with that one and so on you will be just remaining with the last term what will be the last term when if you put k equal to n so this term will be remaining only ये cancel होएगा so my f dash of x will be what hey. Oh I needed some more new pages maybe I'll erase this I can do that yeah so this is what you are having what you are remaining now you are remaining f dash of t sorry I'm all the time I'm writing x this is f dash of t what I'm having I'll be remaining only last term that is fn plus 1 of t into x minus t raised to see what is this raised to n upon n factorial this will be raised to n upon n factorial ये हो गया एंड माइनस द अदर टर्म जो नेक्स्ट पार्ट था ये दिस विल बी एज इट इज नो डेरिवेटिव पार्ट दिस विल बी एज इट इज m इंटू एन प्लस वन एंड सो वन माइनस वन बाहर है तो दिस विल बी माइनस m इंटू एन प्लस वन इंटू एक्स माइनस टी रेज टू n so this is f dash of t you are having correct अपने को क्या करना है you need to say f dash of c is 0 so at the place of t you just need to keep c so if you put f dash of c 0 what is the value of m you are getting yes if you put f dash of c is 0 do you see this will be 0 and this whole term will become that is 0 equal to f n plus 1 at c into x minus c raised to n and divided by n factorial minus m into n plus 1 into x minus c raised to n what else can you get the value of m from here also उसको उधर भेजा इसको डिवाइड किया तो यू सी एक्स माइनस सी रेज टू एन विल गेट कैंसल एंड यू विल बी रिमेनिंग ओनली विथ एफ एन प्लस वन एट सी एंड डिवाइडेड बाय एन प्लस वन फैक्टोरियल कैन यू सी इट जस्ट चेक n plus 1 and n factorial this will become n plus 1 factorial Is that clear? So you can say equation 2 to this one, and m का वैल्यू पहले भी हम लोगों ने निकाला था ना, कहाँ पे गया वो? Where is the value of m? Yeah, this is the value of m. This is equation 1. Can I equate them? That is from equation 1 and from equation 2 I am getting two values of m, so I just need to equate them. ये भी clear करना पड़ेगा. From 1 and 2 you can just equate, that is f n plus 1 at c upon n plus 1 factorial, that is equal to, वहाँ पे क्या था, 1 upon x minus, क्या था ये ओरिजिनल m का वैल्यू क्या था अपना, 1 upon x minus p raised to n plus 1 f of x f of p, and ये 1 upon x minus p raised to n plus 1, and what was this, f of x minus f of p minus that summation part, k equal to 1 to n f kth derivative at p upon k factorial into x minus p raised to k. Yeah, this is what you are having. From here can you calculate what is the value of f of x? Just इसको इधर भेजो and f of x को एक साइड रखो and सबको उस साइड भेजो. So your f of x will be equal to what? f of p plus summation k equal to 1 to n f kth derivative of p into x minus p raised to k upon k factorial plus the last term. The last term is f n plus 1 derivative at c into x minus p raised to n plus 1, and the whole divided by n plus 1 factorial. Do you see that this was the only statement which I was supposed to prove? Go back and check whether you got the proof, whether you understand what was the steps. Read the statement first. Go slow, read the statement. What I was supposed to prove, I was supposed to prove that I need to prove there exists a point C such that something should happen, that is f of x, and this, do you see that the C is here only in this last term. So I did so much of things to get Rolle's theorem on this guy. So what was my step? First I started with taking a function f of t equal to f of t plus something plus m into x minus t. This idea came from here only. That is, I wanted c here, so I need to make this guy as m. This was my m. Last में यही मिलता है ना? I used to get the value of m here. You can directly write कि हाँ equate भी कर, इसमें put भी किया होता तभी भी चलता. There is no issue. Instead of equating both equation 1 and 2, you can directly put the value of m here. Okay. So what do you see? What is the first step? F of t मिला, and you need to find m such that fp equal to fx. So वो हम लोग ने m का वैल्यू ये फाइंड आउट कर दिया. What next? I saw that x is not equal to p and my function is continuous differentiable and f of x equal to f of p, because I have chosen my m such that this should be equal. So can I apply Rolle's theorem? Yes, Rolle's theorem apply किया in this interval or in this interval, but both means this interval because they both the interval are lying inside the interval a and b. So in particular I can say there exists point c which belongs to interval AB such that f dash of c is 0. So for saying f dash of c is 0, I first need to find what is f dash of t. So f of t is this, f dash of t ये solve किया, and you see that everybody was getting cancelled and I was remaining with only the last term. So this is what I wrote here. So f dash of t I am having this, c put किया तो f dash of c is 0 as per the condition. So at the point c यहाँ पे put किया 0, and here I am having this, I am getting the value of m. You can directly write this m का value इसमें, or you just equate these two. If you equate, you got f of x equal to whatever you want. You got f of x equal to this. That's it. This is what you are supposed to prove. Yeah. Previous slide. This is what I want you guys to think about it. ये summation को break करो, check करो whether everybody is getting cancelled. I'll be remaining only with this guy. I want you to try this. You'll be remaining with only with this nth part. Everybody will get cancelled. Yeah, okay. Now just some note. I'll again erase this page also. The right hand side, the proof is done